Hello, Homesteading, cheaper by the dozen here. Got Hayden today and Jordan today and of course Mom. And we are basically, right now, we're squaring off our orchard. So what we've done is we've took the boys have walked with their, can you show me the tape measure?
Yeah.
The 100-foot tape measure, and they walked behind me and I used my compass and I squared out my orchard basically. So I used the little pink markings that you see here. I used them to kind of as a guide to come back and run my blue string later. If you see my blue string, it just keeps going and going for 200 feet in each direction. Our orchard is going to be right at about an acre. So today we're walking it and we're, taping the ribbon, and so that way my husband knows when he gets to the ribbon, this is orchard area. So it's fun. If it has, what I've done is, so I can keep everything separate, if it has a pink and a blue, then that means that it's a corner of our orchard. Let's see, where's that one tree? If you come over here, well, having to dodge bushes and thorns. This tree, you notice, has just a pink ribbon on it. And that is a pretty big tree. I mean, for us, this is probably the biggest tree I've seen so far here on our property, because they logged here several years ago. So all the trees with just the pink, like this one, my husband knows those are trees that Mom wants to keep for shade or for just because I like them. Or I've taped off some dogwood trees. Once we're finished here, we're gonna go tape off the yard area and then the house site, and basically that helps me kind of get an eye view of, okay, in this box is my yard. So in this box I need to find any trees that I want to keep for shade, so that way the kids can play outside. It's not too hot, it's not gonna be too hot to mow. So that's the next step. We just finished the orchard and it looks pretty good. I mean, as far as you can see, well, not as far as you can see, but you can see this line, it goes pretty far. And then what we did was, it's starting to rain. We stopped short of a fence. We kind of used this fence over here. This actually meets the neighbor's property, my orchard does. And he has a pasture over here. I'm assuming it's a he. I haven't actually introduced myself yet. Very rude of me. You should always introduce yourself to your new neighbors. We have a fence. We kind of used the fence as our guide. When we started the orchard, we went 200 feet out. Actually, we went about 250 feet out from the fence. We started the orchard at 50 feet out, and the reason that we left 50 feet out is this that I'm standing on now is going to be a driveway. My husband does a lot of mechanic and carpentry and building, and he's just got all kinds of junk everywhere. So basically there's, on the back side of the orchard coming up next to this fence, there's going to be a road that basically comes down here, and it goes kind of downhill a bit. It sits down in kind of like a little hole, not like a big hole, but a smaller hole, kind of downhill. And basically that's going to be his junkyard. He's going to put all of his junk there. And because it's downhill and we're keeping this kind of buffer with all the other trees, we're not going to cut those trees in that area down. So that way it won't be able to be seen from my house, which is awesome for me, because right now at my house that I'm living in now, he's got junk everywhere. So it's interesting, but it's fun, and I'm enjoying it, and I really like the way the land is laying. It's really just working for our needs. So I'm going to turn the camera off now because it's raining. Bye, guys.